everyone. Hope everyone is having a beautiful and blessed life. Today I am sitting in front of a church. Well, I'm not really sitting. I didn't have a place to put my camera, so this is a little weird. You guys are sitting on this bench. But today I just felt so inspired to make a video because, it's downpouring in Long Island, or at least by where I am, it is downpouring and it is beautiful, and I felt so inspired to just go outside and sit on the bench and just watch it rain. And as I'm sitting out here, I'm looking at nature. I'm looking at the trees, I'm looking at the rain, I'm looking at everything that is out here, and I see God, and it's so inspiring, and I just wanted to share. As we go throughout life, we always forget, that God is everything, that He is energy, and we get disenchanted. We really get disenchanted between work and school and kids and drama and struggles and life. We get so disenchanted, and we forget that God is in everything. We forget that He is the rain and the snow and the sun and the moon and the stars and the earth. He is the tree. He is energy. He is the bench. He's the pencil. He's everything. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because we feel like we have to separate our life from worship. Like we have to separate our life from God, and we don't. We don't. We make it that way, but we really don't. If you could just always keep your mind focused on God in your idle moments, you would be surprised what realizations you would come to. You would be surprised how inspired you would be, how happy you would be, how joyous your life would become. And some people say it's a little bit extreme, but this is the crazy thing about humanity, is that we always believe negative things will happen. We always believe negative things will happen, but we never believe that positive things will happen. We find it so hard to believe that positive things will happen. We struggle with being able to understand that God is good and man could be so evil when we're made in His image. We struggle with that, and that's understandable. But sometimes in life you're not meant to understand everything. Sometimes you're just meant to enjoy, and to enjoy the beauties of earth and be able to see God in all things. Like, before you can understand what it is, you have to be able to at least see what it is for what it is. When you can see God in His creations, in the rain and the snow, and in every season and everything, you are seeing yourself. It always says in the Bible to worship God in spirit and in truth. And it's so funny because, to me, from my understanding, is when you worship God in spirit, you're worshiping Him in oneness, in all that He is, in love, in that energy, in nothingness. It's like when you sit down and meditate, you're worshiping Him in spirit. But when you worship God in truth, it is when all of a sudden we become detached from the ultimate spirit, because now we are creation. And when there is creation, there has to be truth. So when you worship God in spirit and in truth, when you're worshiping Him in truth, it is pretty much to worship Him in just your thoughts. Many gurus and saints say that God only wants the flowers of your thoughts. It's not about churches. It's not about religion. It's not about rituals. It's not about that stuff. It's about just being close to the source, remembering where you've come from, being able to see that it is you and you are it, and there is no punishment. There is only what you create for yourself. And I love this topic because it's so funny. I remember, it always reminds me of a story of this saint. They say, I can't remember his name, but this particular saint was a Christian saint. And he used to always clean the dishes every single day for, after every meal. And he used to pray. He used to pray with mind, body, and spirit as he would clean the dishes. And he would clean the dishes with love, like if he was cleaning baby Jesus. and he reached enlightenment. And you know, as I said before, this story could seem a little weird. Like, people are like, what are you talking about? But it is something that you should always strive for. You know, it is something that you should always try your best to do. Like, if you keep your mind, like, that's been my daily prayer. And, you know, I really hope this inspires someone to make it their daily prayer. Like, ask God to help you keep your mind focused on Him on your idle time. And you will see that your heart and your mind will be indicted in good matters always. And you will see that all of a sudden you will be performing a miracle for somebody. And it's not always healing someone. It's not always raising the dead like Jesus, you know. Sometimes it's just saying hello. Sometimes God works through people in every single act, whether it be big or small, makes a difference in the world. And that's beautiful, because we need people to make differences in the world. And this video is just, I don't know, I just felt inspired to tell you guys, like, how beautiful it is, and how just a change of thoughts can literally change your life, can literally make you a better person, can make your world a better place, you know. And, you know, with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed life. Peace and love, my friends.